Have you ever wondered, when the storms of life hit, who will truly stay by your side? Who will hold your hand when you fall, rather than only when you stand in glory? Or have we placed too much faith in fate, forgetting that it is the way we choose to live and treat others that ultimately determines the destiny of our relationships? People often say, fate brings us together quickly and takes us apart just as fast. But is everything really a matter of chance? Or does the true nature of fate lie in a reality that few dare to face? What you do not make an effort to preserve will eventually slip away. This article will not only help you understand the essence of relationships but also unveil a sharper perspective on how human connections operate in society. Nothing in life is purely coincidental. The people beside you today are the result of the choices you have made. Once you understand this principle, you will no longer be surprised when someone leaves. More importantly, you will know how to cherish and hold on to those who truly matter. Part 1, Fate, Predestination or the Result of Choice? Fate is a familiar concept, yet it is often misunderstood. People tend to believe that meeting someone is purely a matter of destiny. But if that were true, why do some people enter our lives only to leave, while others remain for a lifetime? If everything were predetermined, wouldn't all our efforts become meaningless? Fate is a term we often use to explain unexpected events in life. When someone appears in our lives, or when a relationship falls apart, we easily blame destiny or the heavens instead of acknowledging reality. Everything in life is a consequence of our actions, choices, and attitudes. The truth is, fate is not some magical force, it is the result of a chain of actions and decisions we make throughout our lives. 1. Fate is not magic, it is the law of cause and effect. Humans have a tendency to believe in mystical forces when they cannot explain certain events in life. But if fate were simply an act of divine intervention, wouldn't that render all our efforts pointless? The reality is, relationships do not exist in a vacuum, they are formed through interactions, actions, and conscious choices. Fate is not a predetermined destiny written in the stars, it is the outcome of what we have sown in the past and present. Take friendship. For example, two people may meet by chance. But if neither invests time, care, and sincerity into nurturing the relationship, it will eventually fade. When that happens, is it truly fate that ended it? Or was it simply a lack of effort to sustain it? 2. Choices shape everything. There is a paradox in human psychology: we desire strong and lasting relationships, yet we are often unwilling to put in the effort to maintain them. We expect companionship in hard times but fail to nurture connections when we have the chance. It is daily choices that determine who stays and who leaves, which relationships last and which ones fade, who is worthy of our sincerity and who is merely a passing acquaintance. We cannot blame others for walking away if we ourselves did not try to keep them. 3. Are meetings truly random or inevitable? The world is vast, making it seem as if encounters are purely coincidental. But take a moment to reflect, are they really? Or do all meetings have a deeper cause? A chain of seemingly small yet significant events. Consider this scenario: a person randomly meets you on the street and later becomes a lifelong friend. But looking deeper, maybe you chose to go to that place at that exact time. Maybe you shared a common interest, making connection easier. Maybe you both had similar life experiences, creating an immediate bond. Nothing is truly random. Fate is the culmination of numerous small factors we often overlook. Once we understand this, we will no longer passively wait for fate to guide us but will instead actively create opportunities for meaningful relationships. 4. How we unknowingly destroy fate. How many relationships have been ruined not because of a lack of fate, but due to a lack of responsibility? How many people have drifted apart not because destiny dictated so, but because one or both parties stopped valuing each other? Through neglect, we lose those who once truly cared for us. Through ego, we hurt others without realizing it. Through impatience, we abandon relationships that could have been saved. And when we look back, all we can do is sigh and say, Perhaps it was just not meant to be. But in reality, it was not fate that ended it was our own failure to nurture and protect it. So, what truly determines fate? Not luck, but effort. Those who genuinely care for each other will make an effort to stay, not destiny, but choices. The way we treat our relationships dictates how they evolve, not time, but attitude. Some people remain strangers despite years together, while others become lifelong companions in just a short time. Fate is not a mystical force governing our lives, it is what we create every single day. If you want lasting relationships, stop waiting for fate and start taking action now. A question for you: are you truly appreciating the people around you? Or will you only realize their value once they are gone? Take a moment to reflect. This might change the way you treat the relationships in your life. Part 2. Who will stay when the storm hits? There is a harsh paradox in modern society. When you succeed, you are surrounded by friends, but when you fail, only a few remain. This does not mean the world is cruel, rather, it reflects the reality that human nature is often driven by self-interest and emotions. Life is not always smooth sailing. There will be times when you stumble, face hardships, experience failure, and fall into situations you never expected. But the true test is not just how you pick yourself back up, but who will still stand by your side in those moments. True relationships are not tested in times of joy, but in times of struggle. Relationships based on interest versus relationships based on value. There are two main types of relationships in life. 1. Relationships based on interest. These are the people who stay with you because of what you can offer them: money, power, status, or influence. A harsh reality is that many people around us maintain relationships only as long as they benefit from them. When you are successful, wealthy, or influential, you will find many people eager to be close to you. But when you lose everything, you will quickly see who truly remains. These people will disappear once they no longer see value in you. They may be colleagues, business partners, or even so-called friends you once trusted. 2. Relationships based on value. These are the people who stay with you not because of what you have, but because of who you are. They do not care about your wealth or status. They value you for the person you have been and the genuine connection shared between you. They do not disappear when times get tough. Instead, they stand by you. It is only in difficult moments that you truly see people's real nature. Those who were only there when you had something to give will be the first to leave when you have nothing left. This is a painful truth, but one that must be acknowledged. Have you ever seen a once successful businessman lose everything, only to watch his so-called friends disappear one by one? Or a celebrity caught in a scandal, suddenly abandoned by the very people who once praised them? Such events are not uncommon in our society. Is loyalty a given? Many believe loyalty is something inherent in relationships. But the truth is, loyalty is not automatic, it is built over time. It is forged through shared experiences, through the moments when someone chooses to stay even when it is inconvenient. Who will stand beside you when you have nothing left? Who will listen to you when you have nothing to offer? Who will protect you when the world turns its back on you? If you have at least one person in your life who stays through the storm, cherish them. Such loyalty is rare. Loyalty is not something people are born with, it is built on trust and shared experiences. If you want to know who truly cares about you, let time test the relationship. Have you ever betrayed someone? We often blame others for leaving us. But have you ever asked yourself, have I ever done the same to someone else? In our pursuit of personal goals, have we neglected those who once cared for us? Have we ever distanced ourselves from someone just because they no longer held value in our lives? We demand loyalty from others. But have we truly been loyal ourselves? Loyalty is a two-way street. If you want others to be loyal to you, you must first be loyal to them. Ask yourself, have I ever ignored a message from an old friend, thinking they were no longer important? Have I ever failed to check in on a family member when they needed encouragement? Have I ever turned my back on someone simply because they no longer benefited me? If you have done any of these, understand that loyalty is a reflection of how we treat others. We cannot expect loyalty from people if we have not been loyal ourselves. Part 3: Understanding the value of genuine relationships. Why do people easily fall into superficial relationships? Modern society promotes connection, yet it rarely emphasizes sincerity. We make friends through social media, maintain shallow conversations, and judge people based on their outward appearances. But when major life challenges arise, we finally realize how few relationships truly matter. How to recognize someone who truly cares about you. The people worth cherishing are not those who only appear when you are happy, but those who are willing to stand by you when you are struggling. They do not just say beautiful words, they show their care through actions. When you fail, they do not abandon you. When you need help, they find a way to support you rather than just offering empty words of comfort. How to build a genuine relationship. Invest time and genuine effort. Stay away from relationships based only on benefits. Learn to listen and understand. Be willing to face difficulties together. Are you truly appreciating the people around you? Or will you only realize their value once they are gone? Share your thoughts. Your answer might help someone find clarity in their own life. Conclusion: the value of appreciation. We often assume that the important people in our lives will always be there, no matter how we treat them. But the truth is, no one can stay forever if they are not truly valued. There are people who were once very close to us, but over time, due to neglect and carelessness, we lost them. Only when they are gone do we finally realize their worth. By then, does regret even matter? Take a moment to reflect on your relationships. Who are the people truly worth appreciating? Who has always been there for you, listening, supporting, and never leaving, even during your hardest times? If you have realized who they are, do not wait until it is too late to express your gratitude and nurture those connections. Happiness in life does not just come from what we own, it comes from the people we have. Money and fame may come and go, but those who truly love and understand you are rare and may never appear twice. That is why you must learn to cherish and nurture them today. Finally, if you are seeking a deeper perspective on life, philosophy, and personal growth, join the journey with Practical Philosophy, a channel dedicated to helping you explore core values, develop wisdom, and find the right path in life. Subscribe to Practical Philosophy today to never miss profound life lessons and thought-provoking insights. Practical Philosophy, the art of living with wisdom. Thank you for watching this video. May you always find the right people to stay by your side.